Jonathan. How are you, man?
Living another day, man. Free man.
Free man, as in what? Like no women or
Oh,
like?
no, not like that. It's just, being in the military, everybody you call it like being a slave to the government or like being in
Okay,
prison. Because like a lot of it's kind of like prison. You
okay.
get told what time is lunch, or you get told like when you could do this or when you could do that. And a lot of people would think I'm exaggerating, and a lot of people would agree. It just depends on their experience. Because when people tell you like, really truthfully, the military is what you make of it.
Okay.
Because it's up to you whether or not you want to have a bad time. And sometimes not all the times it'll be that'll be the case, because it comes down to who's in charge of you, like your command and shit. They could be I know a lot of people who are in like really bad commands and they made it through, and I know like some of those friends had other friends not make it, whether that be they got kicked out or they got seriously injured, or
Well,
unfortunately.
whenever you say seriously injured, do people actually like get like a leg cut off? Like does it have to be
So
that serious or
no, it
like?
doesn't have to be that serious. Sometimes seriously injured could be like mentally or physically. So some
Oh,
people like have really bad commands, or they're just not built for like the military, much less the Marine Corps. So it fucks with their head, and it's more like I can't take this anymore, and they get like suicidal ideations.
for real?
Yeah, sometimes it's just like I said, like I've been in some pretty dark places before, but me personally, like I've never been one to stay sad for at least more than a day, or at most more than a day, because like I've had some homies pass, I've had some real close homies pass, and I've been sad. I've been like down. Like I just had a homie pass recently.
By suicide or?
No. He unfortunately passed away in a car crash. He was back home. He was stationed out in Hawaii. He used to be in Japan, but he was in Hawaii, and he went back home on leave, and unfortunately he passed on his son's first birthday in a car crash.
Dude.
Yeah, and it was that shit took me out, bro. Like I was not in a good like headspace. I wasn't happy, bro. I wasn't myself. Nobody is really when you have a close homie you like pass away and shit.
Yeah.
I called my mom, and she kind of told me some shit that kind of like fucked with my head a little bit. But it's not anything negative. It's just moms being moms. She was just like in Spanish, she was like, "Ay, Jonathan, cómo has perdido amigos?" And I was like, I thought to myself, I was like, damn, I have lost, like, in my 23 years of being alive, like,
Yeah.
I've lost a good amount of people. And like, I'm not the only one who has. I've known people who's lost like countless more than I have. It's
Does
just
that make does that like keep you back from making new ones?
no, me, like I said, because I can't be sad for more than like a day. And
Okay.
it's not that I'll forget about them. I think about them all the time. I wear one of my homies that I wear to boot camp every day with me, and I have him tattooed on me too. And it's not to say that because I know they wouldn't want me to like like shelter myself
Mm-hmm.
and be like in this little cocoon, because they wouldn't do that if I have faith that they wouldn't do that if I was gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I live for them because they can't anymore. So, and I know my homies, they make friends with everybody. Like, they're kind of just like me, they never, like, yeah, they had people they disliked, but it was never like super like hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. Like, I don't kind of like them. So, like, if I told you, like, let's say you didn't like somebody, and I told you, like, yo, let's go to this party, just so you know they're going to be here. They would be like, cool. Like, you know how I kind of feel like, all right, cool. We're like, I did you the courtesy by letting you know those people were there. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't want to go, like, I ain't finna hold it against you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
just kind of stuff like that, bro. So, there were my homies that just recently passed. He was super friendly. Everybody loved him, bro. It was just impossible to hate him, really. It was like, you could dislike the guy all you want, yeah, but there were some fun times. That's kind of how the Marine Corps worked. Like, at work, you're like, I don't like working with this fucking guy. But, like, out of work, like, not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in work, is it because they have to take upon a certain role?
Yeah, pretty much kind of took
Okay.
the words right out of my mouth, because some people are higher ranked than you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like the Marine Corps is like real stricklers about that, and it's not anything against them. It's just how it's been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me getting out, and like I like Marines, right? Like my homies and people, go out and do their thing. The core, not so much, like kind of like the organization, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's kind of like everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's not really necessarily the Marine Corps, it's more the Marines. So like people who stay in, they stay in because of Marines, because they like, the camaraderie and the brotherhood of it, as corny as it sounds, because anybody who's, a Marine or in the military, they'll tell you like, they'll try to explain it. Either they explain it like it's a brotherhood because that's literally what it is, or they're kind of
Which
like
one, the Navy or the military, or both?
both. So like I'm a Marine, but like, so the thing about being a Marine is like it's the hardest of all the branches
Okay.
in terms of getting in. So like it's corny to say, but like it's
Okay.
it's corny to say, but like
Yeah.
you become a Marine, and but other branches you join. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you join and you become a soldier, but like a Marine, you enlist to become a Marine because earn the title, and you see that all over the fucking place, and like um, air stations or like camps and shit like that, like Marine Corps bases. Um, so like what that means is, if you join the Navy, Army, Air Force, Coast Guard, or Space Force, if you already did 4 years in any of those branches, you still have to go to Marine Corps boot camp. But if you go to Marine Corps boot camp, you don't have to go to any of those. As far as I know, I could be wrong about like onesies or twosies, but for the vast majority, like Navy, you don't have to go. Army, you don't have to go. And I heard one thing, like if you're out of the Marine Corps for more than 3 years, you have to go again. You have to go to their boot camp. But like if you transfer to another branch, like right out the gate, you don't have to go to their boot camp.
Is the boot camp that hard?
Ours is the longest, and then it kind of encompasses like all the other branches because we do sea, air, and land. So we can attack by sea, air, or land. So you can drop in from the sky, you can rush a beach, or you can just already be like dropping ground and then invade like on ground, like in the Humvees or JLTVs and shit like that.
Has your group or anybody that you know or you personally like ever been in like a part of while you were there, while you were serving? Was there ever a point to where there was a lot of tension to where you actually had a
Kind of. You know how like a couple years ago, like when Trump was still president, and like they're kind
yeah
of playing like chicken with the nuclear button or whatever.
yeah
And especially now, like North Korea sent a missile that I'm pretty sure it landed in the Sea of China or whatever, but it landed really close to Hokkaido, which is the most northern island of Japan. And in Hokkaido, there's some places where you can stare off into the distance and see Russia. So like they fired a missile close to that island and they evacuated the entire island.
and at that point, like, do you guys step in or does like the Chinese army step in?
No, so like I said, they're playing chicken right now. So nothing's really going on except like a back and forth. They're just kind of like shit talking in national terms, you know what I'm saying? So it's not because that whole thing in Ukraine's going on, and the U.S. is sending all this money, and Russia's getting backed by like our enemies or this, that, and the third. I never really paid much attention to it. I only paid attention to what I needed to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
Yeah.
It was more so like, okay, are we gonna do anything? Or are we not gonna do anything? Or are they just talking shit at this point? It was kind of more just like,
What group did you belong to then?
First Marine Air Wing.
Okay.
So it's like so our base is the more like forward deployed to like the majority of our enemies, or where I was at Iwakuni, because it's the closest Marine Corps base to like all of our enemies. Then you have Okinawa, which is like 2 hours south, and it's a little island. So yeah, that's kind of like, and they're kind of real big stricklers, but they had their reasons, and you kind of had no choice but to kind of try and understand them. You can like brush it off or like, all right, cool, whatever the fuck, bro. Like it's like I don't really care. Like,
Is it because like though like you guys are stationed somewhere else in another country, right? Or like somewhere other than the U.S. So is it because of the culture difference? Is it because
what you mean?
like, for example, does Japan put these rules whenever you guys are stationed over there?
So you have to abide by the other nation's rules because it's another nation. Like you said, it's not not the United States. So, their laws. So let's say a Marine gets in trouble off base, right? You get in trouble and the cops get involved. You can get in trouble with Japanese law, and then you get, depending on the severity, like you're gonna get, if you get in trouble with Japanese law, you get in trouble with the military law, no matter what. So you could probably get thrown in Japanese jail, and then you get out, and then you get dealt with. You probably get kicked out if it gets that severe.
Yeah.
And then depending on the severity, dude, like you could still go to like prison. It just depends on the severity, dude. Like I've heard some crazy shit before.
Like what?
Uh, Not necessarily in Japan, but I've heard some like sexual assault cases and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's some shit. I'm pretty sure I'm not like I wouldn't be the one to be able to tell you because
Yeah.
I guess I don't have that kind of level of training to be able to tactfully tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
in a smart way to tell you what happened. And obviously, I don't know the parties involved. So it's just kind of like saving my own ass and then like not spreading like misinformation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Especially like online, you get like all these people, like say like a major news outlet like releases, you get all these like online fact checkers that have like they could tell you whatever the fuck they want for their credentials, but it's like it's online, bro. Like you can send me like, unless you send me like physical proof
Yeah.
of your credentials, then I'll believe you. But like online, like comments, like
It's like cheesemen. Like there's a lot of cheesemen then, right?
exactly.
In the military.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. It's insane, bro. Especially in Iwakuni, bro. Word spread like wildfire. It was a small base, bro. Because I was in Japan, right, and then I was in California for 2 weeks processing out.
Yeah.
And Camp Pendleton is massive, bro. Like I would hate to be like fresh out of like boot camp and shit, like in the schoolhouse with no car on that base. You would be bored out of your mind because that base is like, they low key have like an on base highway, like low key, and then there's like
that huge.
yeah, it's that big, and then they have like you go off base and you take the regular highway, and then there's other parts of base just like scattered, and you're just like,
Dude,
like
what
how
the heck?
big this is. I'm like, this is like a mini city, bro.
But then why would you get bored? You just have nothing to do or like no assignments?
It's not that. It's just like you get off work, right? But if you don't have a car, unless you like, if you get close with homies, like, so pretty much the people who have been there already, they kind of have like an unwritten job. It's like, bro, take them out. Like 9 times out of 10, these guys just got out of high school, haven't been out of their state, and probably like just kind of sheltered or whatever. So just like, take them out, bro. Show them a good time. Show them what like life is kind of like about, outside of their home state. Because like, yeah, you'll get like, it's not uncommon to have people who have like left the country or like do this, but the vast majority of kids who go, like, they just got out of high school. They're still kind of getting out of like the realm of asking to use the bathroom, in a sense, sometimes.
Dude, I always find it curious why if you did you ever know it was going to be kind of like that much of a, because you guys are subject to a contract, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a contract. You guys signed it. So therefore, I get the boring part of it, but what in high school made you think that was the best choice?
I didn't want to go to school because
Okay.
me being a teenager, like 18, 17, my thought was, if I didn't like high school, what the fuck makes me think I'm gonna like college?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then it kind of goes in the same way. Like, in high school, you're still raising your hand, and you get these onesies or twosies teachers like that. Like, if you need to go use the bathroom, just take the hall pass and go. Just come back. You know what I'm saying? And then you thrust them into college, and like, well, you're an adult now. Like,
Yeah.
but like you got kids still getting like out of like the realm of having to ask to use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, okay. So it's like not teaching enough then in high school.
In a sense, yeah. Because like, dude, like, when's the last time you used chemistry?
I don't know. I failed it too.
Exactly. So did I. Because in high school, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? Like,
Yeah.
what useful thing? Like, let's be real. Like, what useful thing am I gonna do with this? If anything, I would have much rather them taught me how to do my taxes.
Or pi. What was I gonna use pi for?
Dude, it's yet another day I haven't used y equals mx plus b. Like,
Or figured out what x plus y equals 34 or
that's what I'm
something
saying,
like
dude. Like the only time I use hypotenuse is to reference Key and Peele.
exactly. It's just for
Yeah,
jokes.
dude. It's like I'm a high on hypotenuse. That's the only time I use it.
Dude, and a lot of the times it's just like that. It's like people aren't taught enough real life skills. So therefore that's why they just like, is that why you took the military?
Um,
Like because you saw it as like this is the best option? Because I know some people that take it because they want their school to be paid, which I don't know how that works cuz
so for me, I kind of like when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a SEAL.
okay.
So, but then I kind of learned about PTSD and shit like that, and it was like, I don't
You're
want
like
to.
that changed quick.
Yeah, so like, and I was like, I guess I'm like, and then I was like, kind of like moody about going to like college and shit, and it's like,
Yeah.
I'd get into heated debates with me and my brother, and
What did he tell you?
well, he was like, you don't want to go to school, and I was
Mhm.
like, dog, like, we're not poor, we're not broke, but we're not comfortable in a sense. You know what I'm saying? When you're comfortable, I see your guys' house. Me, right? I don't really know your guys' day to day,
Yeah.
but I assume you guys are kind of living comfortably, right? You guys got a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table, and you kind of don't have like this. You do have this kind of like scary thought of like what if it's one bad day away from everything hitting the fucking fan. You know what I'm saying?
Is
Like,
that how you used to think about it, or that's how you
uh,
constantly think about it?
I kind of keep that in mind, but right now, like I'm not living comfortable, and like there's this thing in the Marine Corps they teach you like be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and in a sense, yeah, that's the case, right? You go to work and you might not like that job, but they pays good, right? And
Yeah.
it could be worse. You could be out there working construction. Granted, there's some people who like working construction. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah.
but like you're comfortable, AC, heater, whatever, working at your own desk in your own room, like just in general, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's you, but like, but you could be outside working in the fucking heat, the cold, even in the heat, you have to work with a long sleeve because that sun is brutal.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, you always gotta keep in mind, like, all it takes is one really bad day for you to just kind of lose it.
Well, I feel like I have a lot of those. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like just that you have to like kind of process that just like you process the happiness.
Yeah. And yeah, no, don't get me wrong. That's true. Cause like you process happiness, and it's I don't know if you've seen the quote from like The Office. Like I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before it's the good old days. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like if there was a way, but I don't. I kind of don't. I would not like to know that because then it's like, well, you try to see what can make it better, and then you end up fucking it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Versus just letting it roll out and then making it a happy or a core memory. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
you everybody processes their emotions differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you do it how you do it. You can take advice from people, but just know that you're not them and they're not you. Their life isn't your life. So if you're kind of like in a stump and you see your friends are all kind of like living life and you don't know their day to day, you don't know what kind of demons they're fighting. Because just like the military, when people unfortunately kill themselves, they tend to be some of the like the happiest people or like the coolest people you've ever known. Yeah.
In those cases, I'm like, what can we do to help them? Like, what can you do to like kind of like figure it out? Though I understand that maybe there's nothing really that you can do, but I think if we try to figure out what was that one thing that could make all the difference, what exactly is it? Is it like a phone call? Is it persistence?
Sometimes those are the cases, but like you said, it's not. It's not. There's nothing you can do. There's only so much you can do. You know what I'm saying? You could. Those people have very close friends that they hang out with every single day, and they probably know like everything that goes on in their life, or at least they think. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just too much of an internal battle, and sometimes they talk about everything except what's fucking with them.
Yeah, because I also have this quote that it's like if everybody took advice, like if you came with me and you took my advice,
Mm-hmm.
the whole world would be better. But
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't really work like that.
Mm-hmm.
You only really take advice whenever you kind of tell it or realize it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
therefore, I see people that are struggling like in the same way. Like, oh, like I could tell him like, hey, bro, you're in debt $5,000, but it could be worse or this. But maybe that person hasn't internalized that thought that it's only $5,000.
Yeah.
They see it as a massive interruption in their life to where they can never get back. So
Yeah.
they have to realize it. I can't really tell them, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like advice is if everyone took advice, then we wouldn't need, you know.
Yeah. There would be no need for advice, but then at that point, advice wouldn't be advice. It'd just kind of be like,
Yeah.
someone telling you something. Because advice is when, like, advice could be anything. It's like, hey, bro, like, I see you kind of like moping or whatever. Like, you good? Like,
Yeah.
you can talk to
Okay.
me. I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, probably if you tell me like your problems, I could probably relate, or I could point you in the right direction and find someone who does relate, and you can chop it up with them. And then, but if advice was just, if everybody took advice like you said, the world would be a better place. But at that point, advice wouldn't be advice. At least that's how I look at it.
Yeah, but oh yeah, true, true,
Cause,
true, true on that.
Cause it's the same way. Like I always ponder the question, like, well, I kind of already knew the answer to myself. Like I don't think world peace will ever be a thing, ever. Me personally, because like, yeah, think about it. Like I said, people think differently. People act differently. Some people are fucked up in the head, bad, and like not like depression or like anxiety. Some people are just evil. That's just how they are. You know what I'm saying? And like there's on like it gets to a point where there's nothing you can't really do to help, or there's so much you can do.
Sometimes it's even your own family
Yeah,
members.
dude. And like I got into some heated debates about with my brother. I remember me and my brother stopped talking to each other because he thought, well, he still thinks, and it's not a bad thing, right? It's just not how I think. He thinks family is end all be all. Like if you're blood, you're blood. Yes, es todo. Like sas. And I'm just like, bro, I've heard people's family, and I get it's not our family, but I've heard people do some fucked up shit in their families.
To what extent though? What extent is family? What type of family? Are we talking about our cousins? Are we talking
Yeah,
about our brothers?
like close knit family. I'm talking like you can have a cousin, but it's not. He's more of a brother than he is a cousin. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm,
have multiple of those. My little nephew, my oldest nephew, is just 3 years younger than me. I don't really see him as a nephew. I see him more as a little brother.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I have like my friends out there in Japan. Those are my brothers and sisters, literally, bro. Because blood couldn't make us any closer. We went through some shitty days. We went through some really happy days, and we still stuck together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I
But
don't
going
know.
back to what you said, like that's the thing about though that Hispanic people, I say in general, because I see it
Mhm.
all the time. It's kind
Yeah,
of like we're forced to make our mothers and fathers idolized sometimes whenever they're the shittiest person like
yeah,
that they
dude.
could be. And it's not like that in every instance, but there comes the case sometimes where your even own brother, let's say, goes into with like se mete con tu novia or se te
Yeah,
mete con tu esposa. That's where you cut shit off.
yeah, dude. There's no bringing that back. That's like, especially when it comes to like relationships and shit, dude. It's just like, you're seriously, dude. Like, we were supposed to be tight, but you go and you backstab me in one of the worst ways possible, and you expect us to be cool, and you expect your half-ass apology to be enough. Like, no, dude. There's no coming back from that. Or at least, if it were to happen to me, I wouldn't see it that way. Like, you can't. If that were to happen to me, bro, I'd cut everything with
If
that
what
person.
would happen to you?
Like that example you gave. Like,
Yeah.
if let's say I had a girl or whatever, and then like some family member, no matter who it is, just goes and like does something with them that is disrespectful to me, and I've told like, and they know it, and they still choose to go and do it. They put themselves over like, not that I'm saying like you have to put me over them. I'm just saying like you knew who this was. You knew who they were attached to. Like,
Both of them would be cut off at that point.
yeah,
I think both of them because
yeah,
it takes two to
yeah,
do a thing.
yeah. It takes two to tango, bro. So,
Exactly. So it's but it, even whenever it's not relationships or even something like brother, like I tell myself all the time, I'm like, yeah, I love my brother, but if he can't work with me,
mm-hmm,
I'll keep on trying every day. But if
mm-hmm,
there just comes to a point where I can't work with him, I can't keep him with me for like that much longer. I
yeah,
can't drag it out.
mm-hmm,
Because if my brother is like an addict and he just doesn't want to get out of the hole, he just continuously to messes up. Like it sucks the life out of me.
yeah.
I can't do it.
Cause like you said, like addiction, like I said, like that's a good example. Addiction not only fucks the addicted up, it affects everybody around them that's close to him. Cause they all try to help him. Like, and like there was a show I watched, The Haunting on Hill House. There
I
there was
haven't
an
seen it.
It's a pretty decent. It's like a thriller show, kind
Uh
of
huh.
in a sense, like a horror show, kind of. Um, but there was an addict on that show, and like he comes, it's like all I need is this like amount of money, like I need it, and then I promise I'll go to rehab or whatever. It's just like you can only hear that so many times before you just like you kind of just check out. It's like I've tried everything I could, bro, but like
And at the same time, though, I do feel for addicts because I feel like they can try hard, but whenever you're such deep into the hole, like the only way that you can really like get out of it, it's like fucking going to a deserted island to
yeah,
where you don't get it no more. And it's just crazy to me that your body just gets so addicted to like alcohol, drugs, whatever narcotic that you're using to the point where if it doesn't have it, it takes it like it's not natural no more.
yeah.
I'm like, damn, like you could die from not drinking.
You've heard of like people who like smoke cigarettes so much to where their body needs it, otherwise their body will start to shut down. Like at some point, like addiction can go so far as to it your body needs it to function, and if you don't have it you could die, but if you keep using it you're gonna die. It can get that far, and it's crazy to me. And like if it's not that far, like people who like try and read the withdrawals, it's probably the shittiest part, dude, because it's
Yep.
just like you're fighting literally for your life to get off of this, and like shivers. It's like having every single sickness like on like times 10, dude. And it's just insane.
It's crazy because your body has adapted so much to it to where now it's like, hey,
Yeah,
where's
like
my drugs at?
exactly. It's like where's this at? Like it's kind of weird, like kind of off, and it's insane. But then again, there are like kind of quote unquote healthy addictions, right? Like,
Yeah,
but like
but I think again, too much of anything is never good. Like
yeah,
too much of a good thing is never good because then you also get addicted to it and then you can't live without it.
yeah. There's this thing. It's not really an addiction, but it's not an addiction at all. Actually, you can be overhydrated. Just
Overhydrated.
like you can be dehydrated, you can be overhydrated. Because like going through boot camp and MCT, there are people who have passed out due to overhydration. It's like too much water in their body,
Yeah.
and it's like kind of an overload. And then like sometimes over there to retain water, they put salt packets in their canteens, and like their what holds their water. It's like a water bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and they put salt in their canteens, and we would do that to drink, so our body would retain water. And I went literally the entire summer. I went from May to August
Mm-hmm.
in Paris Island, South Carolina, and that was miserable, bro. That
What?
shit sucked ass
Why?
because it was hot as fuck, bro. Like it gets hot out here, right?
Yeah.
But you're on the water practically over there, and it's swampy. You got sand fleas.
Yeah.
So like no matter what you do, I don't know if you've ever been to Fayetteville.
North Carolina? I think I have.
Yeah, and if you ever go there in the summer, bro, it's miserable, and like it's kind of like the same over there in South Carolina, but like out there, you can't even think without sweating, bro. And even at 4 in the fucking morning when we would wake up and go to like breakfast,
Yeah.
sweating just by marching, bro, just by like walking in a sense. And then we get this thing called getting sugar cookied. So they had sand pits outside of the squad base where we stayed at, where we slept.
For what?
to get fucked up. It's called IT, intensive incentive training. It's whenever you fucked up, they made you work out until it hurt. Kind of, and it hurt. It just
Uh,
like think of it as like what's the best analogy? Like CrossFit in a sense, just kind of
okay.
like without the weights, like a little weight added.
Yeah.
Or calisthenics. My bad. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Calisthenics is pretty much everything you do, unless it's not an ammo can. It's kind of it's all body weight. So you'd fuck up, like say you fuck up drill or you fuck up like your knowledge or whatever. They tell you like they say strip. You take off your blouse and then edit anything you had in your pockets, and they just tell you to fucking do high knees, push ups, planks, burpees, pull ups. Sometimes they just make you scream. And so I remember one day, like, we woke up, like, fucking 4 in the fucking morning, dog. And they're like, it pointed, like, a group of us out. It wasn't even the entire platoon. They were just like, you, me, you. Get outside now. Put on your shoes. And we go outside and high knees, push ups, all that. And then
As soon as you wake up,
as soon
you
as we
haven't
woke
you haven't
up,
even
bro,
gotten up good.
like, yeah, dude, I haven't even fully woken up and I'm over here getting fucked up. And I'm
Dang.
there over there.
What
And
y'all
then,
do though?
we went out to the little sand pit that they had.
No. But what did y'all do to fuck up?
We don't even know, dude.
Come on.
they just
Y'all know.
pointed at a group and they're like, "Fuck them up." And I was like, "Oh."
Oh dang.
And at some point, you get so you do that, right? You just woke up. AC is kind of all right, so you're not sweating. You go out there, it's humid, it's hot, and you're fucking doing all your high knees, and you do push-ups, and then they tell you to do sit-ups.
Dang.
And then like now your back is covered in sweat and sand, and then sometimes they tell you roll over. And then
Ah, you're just a pig in sand.
yeah, dude. So it's just like, and then you get inside and you're just like trying to get all that shit off.
And I know what type of hot you're talking about. It's kind of like that humid hot. It's different from the dry heat.
Yes.
The dry heat burns, but I feel like humid hot, like whenever it's a little bit more humid, it itches more. Like it's a lot
Yes,
more
bro.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then it's not only that it itches, bro. You sweat. So like, let's say you picked out a fresh ass fit, and you start walking, and then just by you walking from here to your car, yeah, you feel it on your back, bro. And you're just like,
Dang, you don't feel no fresh no more.
yeah. And you put on cologne, and it's like, I'm gonna start like smelling like ass.
Ass and cologne.
Yeah, and then you fucking like, and then it doesn't help that you get in your car and it's it's even hotter than it is outside.
Bruh. No mames.
Yeah, so
Dang.
it's a lot of that, bro. I will say though, like if I had an opportunity, if I could do it all over again, I would, but I would not do another 4 years. So like,
Is that the minimum that you can do? 4 years?
yeah, it's the minimum you have to do if you join.
Okay, let's say if I sign a contract, right now, and I say, okay, no, fuck this, I'm not gonna. After I sign the contract, I say like, oh no, I don't want to go no more.
So there's a thing called the DEP, the Delayed Entry Program. So you're kind of in that sense, you're waiting to get shipped out. At that point, they don't tell you this, but you can like discharge yourself. This is my nephew did because he was already enlisted in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
He had already signed the contract, but he hadn't left for boot camp.
Okay.
Or he did it for the Marines. And after me telling him, don't do it, bro, don't do it. But like his recruiter ended up being like a little bitch or whatever. He was like, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore. So he kind of discharged himself and he went to the Navy as a reservist. So, but if you're in, and if it's not a medical reason, or like some justifiable reason for you to get out with an honorable discharge, you get dishonorably discharged. It's called administrative separation.
What does that entail though? When I come back to my real life,
It's harder for you to get a job, like a lot harder, because you signed a contract, and they said you were obligated to do 4 years active duty, and 4 years inactive. So that means like I'm inactive now. Well, I'm on terminal right now, so I'm technically still an active duty Marine. I'm just on leave until my end of contract. After that, I'm an inactive reserve. So that means I'm not really tied. I'm tied to the Marine Corps, but I'm still living like my day to day. And like I think it's once a year that you go and you like muster, like you meet up, and they give you like a check. They're just like taking accountability or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not nothing crazy.
But it shows up on your record if they ever do like a background check and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because and then like on job applications, they say if have you ever served in the military, you have to check yes or no. Either way, if you lie, they do a background check, and you'll fucking pop up because you can run away from a lot, but you can't run away from your social security number.
But it doesn't affect you creating a company or you having your own thing, right? Or
It might. I don't know like the full details, but I'm pretty sure it does because I mean I'm pretty sure you would have to. They would have to do a background check on you anyways for you like starting up a business and shit. But I don't know the full details on that. But I feel like it would. But at the same time, like don't quote me on it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They tell you like the fastest way to get out is to just do your time honorably.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because at that point, like you get out and you're good. You don't gotta worry about anything. Like you don't have to worry about like what you did inside. If you got an out with an honorable discharge, like you're good. Like dishonorable though, but like you kind of like
I think about it though, cause kind of like for young kids to like just start deciding on what they want and
yeah,
like, it's. I know some people just like know that they want to go in the military, but sometimes people do it because they have no other option. And then whenever you are there, you're just simply miserable, and you're just obligated. So therefore, I'm just trying to help people not necessarily feel like they're miserable. Like
yeah,
because I mean I know at 18, 17, you're just like fuck this, man. This sounds
yeah,
exciting. Like
yeah,
a recruiter sounds really convincing whenever they're out there in their stand.
bro. They tell you anything you want to
They're
know.
they're clean. They
Yeah,
look fresh. Like I'm like, put me in, sign me up,
yeah,
coach.
exactly.
And but then whenever you actually get to reality, this is what you actually signed up for.
Yeah, nobody told you to do it. They tell you
Exactly.
like USMC, United States Marine Corps.
Yeah.
You signed the motherfucking contract. That's what they tell you. And the thing about it, yeah, like you get the thing I liked about the Marine Corps is that you got people from every point of life. You get silver spoon fed motherfuckers, and you get people who had to get out of the mud literally. So like you said, the people who have no other choice, a lot of those people kind of like they kind of like it because they had it worse back home.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
like, and a lot of people re-enlist because like, bro, I don't have shit to do. I don't have shit at home. Like I don't have shit waiting for me.
Ah, okay,
I
okay.
had a really good friend of mine, dude I consider a brother, pretty much. Blood couldn't make us close. He told me multiple times, like, I don't have shit back home, dude. Like, I'm glad I left Texas. And he's like, him and his mom are not, like, in a good relationship or whatever.
Yeah.
He's more closer to his cousin and his aunt. And he tells me, like, bro, like, the closest family I got are y'all. And he points to me and, like a couple other people. Or a couple other, like, our brothers. He's like, this the family I got. Like, y'all are literally it.
So he never plans on leaving the
I don't know.
military?
I think he might do 8. There's always times where he was like, I should have just gotten the fuck out.
Yeah.
But like, eh, he kind of likes it. I'll say it because like, there's always things, anything in life, anything you do, there'll be things you do like, and things you don't like. It just you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what do you like? For example, let's go to the things that you might like or the guys might like. Like, is there, like, are there females on the camp the same in the same area that the guys are at?
Or like boot camp, or are you talking about
And
like
like in general, like, okay, so after boot camp, they sent you off to your base, no?
no? So after boot camp, you go to MCT for the Marine Corps at least. You go to MCT, which is Marine Combat Training.
Okay.
Every Marine is a rifleman,
Okay.
and they teach you how to like, they teach you more in depth on how to use a rifle and like infantry kind of tactics or whatever, and
It,
then they ship you off to your schoolhouse.
what if you're a good rifleman? Do you get chosen to be a sniper?
No, no. So that at that point, you if you're combat MOS like mortarman, um, rifleman, machine gunner, you don't go to MCT. You go to SOI, School of Infantry, and they teach you everything there, like on your respective. I don't know too much. I don't know much about it honestly, but like they ship you off there, and then you do that, and then you go to your base, because that is your school. But every Marine goes to MCT unless you're a combat MOS, because they already go to School of Infantry, which is pretty much MCT, like just more in depth.
Yeah.
But the people who go to MCT, once they complete it, then they go off to the schoolhouse to learn their respective jobs that they chose or that got chosen for them. So I went to Pensacola to learn my job, and then I went to Japan.
Did you choose it?
No, not really. No.
Why?
What I wanted to do was be an aviation electronics technician, but I ended up learning how to work on 4-cylinder engines and catch jets. That's pretty much in layman's terms. That's what it was.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, and some people I knew people that went to Mississippi. I knew people who went to that didn't even leave MCT. They went to like another base to learn like supply or admin shit. Where else? Texas for aircraft rescue firefighting. Where else? That's all I really know because I was in the aviation wing, so I didn't really know like too much of all the other jobs. So I don't know where they go or whatever. So, but after the schoolhouse, then some people. So I was fortunate enough to be able to choose where I wanted to go because I had like the way my schoolhouse worked was it depended on your academic grade, and so I was third in my class. In my class of
not
16.
too bad.
Yeah, it was alright.
The rest of them get C's.
Nah. It was just depending on how you did. Honestly, some people got it, some people don't. You know
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like I got it. It was just like fairly easy to me. And like the first two, one chose Miramar, California, which is in San Diego, and the other was Beaufort, South Carolina.
Beaufort.
Yeah, Butford is what I like to call it.
Yeah.
And then I came, and it was either because the Miramar that he chose, he had a wife and he had a kid on the way, or he had just had the kid actually. So he chose station that doesn't get deployed.
Yeah.
And then it was either Miramar wing, or Japan wing, or station. So I chose Japan. It was this close to choosing California, but I'm glad I chose Japan honestly, because out there like in Japan, it's a lot tighter, like more close knit. And I've heard it from like multiple people, like, dude, like Marine Corps, stateside Marine Corps isn't like it is in Japan. So,
Yeah.
and then like not only that, like, dude, I got to experience a whole new country.
Is it because you guys have to stand together since you guys are in a relatively place that you guys don't know?
Kind of in a sense because like you go outside, you go off base and you stick out like a sore thumb. There is no blending in.
Exactly.
Versus like the States, dude, I can fucking
walk the fuck out. That's what I'm saying. So that causes that.
Yeah,
close
knit.
Yeah,
it's just like you can go like, and even in Japan, bro, like there are some places that'll tell you like no Americans, and they'll do like the little cross arms. They'll be like no Americans. I had that happen to me once. Yeah, like in Osaka, like
where'd you try to go in?
Like a karaoke bar. Yeah,
dude.
And they're like no Americans. So I was like, all right, cool. Like,
I'll be like, what about Mexicans? I'll be like, no USA.
Yeah, just bro, like what? I'm not saying,
dang.
Yeah, so
bruh, no man. I can only imagine.
And I've had homies that had that happen too, and like
that's kind of embarrassing. Damn,
you just kind of respect it, bro. You just kind of got to like.
Yeah.
They're kind of still stuck in like their old ways, or they just don't like Americans. And over there, bro, it's the funniest thing in the world because they're not used to like seeing Americans, much less black people. It's the funniest thing in the world because Japanese people almost get into accidents just by staring at them. I had a homie, I would walk with my homie Zay, and I remember we were fresh there, bro. Like he had been there for like a couple months before I came. And, we were walking off base, we were skating, and we see a Japanese guy, and mind you, my friend is dark. Like,
okay.
So like, we're walking and shit, right? And I just hear an elderly Japanese dude just go, and I'm like, damn, bro, like pay attention to the road, bro. Like you're about to hit somebody.
Dang.
It's hilarious, bro.
But like, are like Japanese girls like close knit too? Like they will never talk to you guys, or like
Japanese women, bro. It just depends on where you go. Like if you're in like a big city, they'll talk to you. But like if you're in like a not known city, there won't be like that many cute girls there. But like you're in Tokyo, Osaka, or Fukuoka, and especially Okinawa, they're like a lot finer in Okinawa because it's more Americanized. So like usually they could be kind of mixed, or they'll be like adapted to like American like
culture,
style and culture. Yeah. So, but a lot of them, like, it kind of sounds weird, but a lot of them, like, the majority of them, like black guys, like tall black guys. It's just
For
how,
real?
yeah, it's just how it is, bro. It's just how it is. Like, you'll see, like, shit, like my friends, like, I have a friend named Brown. Dude's tall, like, I'm pretty sure he's like 6'2", maybe.
Ah,
Black,
damn.
fit, tatted, and it's just a pussy magnet, bro. He was just that guy. He's him. And I was just like, hey, bro.
Top
You
G.
got it. Yeah, top G, bro. And I'm over here 5'7". I'm just like,
Bruh.
but a lot of my friends will tell you I'm cap because I talk to a lot of people. I'm a friendly dude, like, you know. It's like I knew a lot of people in high school,
Yeah.
and that did not change. Like I knew like my friend Zay, he would always make fun of me because we couldn't hang out for more than 5 minutes or walk anywhere without me saying hi to somebody that I knew.
Bruh.
Yeah, and then like my friends would always be like, "Bro, you always talking to all these women, bro. Like, put me on." And I'm just like, "Bro, like, I'm not talking to like fuck. I'm just a friendly guy. Like, they're friends, bro. It's like, all right, bro. Like, whatever. You ain't gotta lie to me, dog. Like,
But was it Japanese girls or was it like and like girls you met on base and everything?
it's kind of like a mix, like on base or off base and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's just, I don't know, dude. I just have this innate ability to just be able to talk to anybody.
Nice,
And
nice. I wish I had that ability. I tend to, but that's only gotten better because I try to network. But
Yeah, sure.
I sometimes have to like kind of force it. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I'm telling you, bro. Alcohol is one hell of a fucking fucking what's that shit called? What's the word I'm looking for?
no, on alcohol, you'll
You talk to anybody, bro.
it'll be like you'll go through that phase of like, hey, bro, I love you.
Yeah, 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 bro. I've been there plenty of times.
Yeah.
An enzyme. I think that's what I was. Because like alcohol make you talk to anybody. Like you'll be shy, and then that alcohol will hit. It's just like I love everybody, bro. Like
Come
some
here,
cool people.
come here, Carl.
And yeah, and you just met Carl. It's just like, we rock with Mark because Mark rock with us.
Alcohol be doing it for
Yes,
people.
bro. And like me, like it never stopped for me. Like I've been out here. I've been back home for like 2 weeks now, almost.
Yeah.
And like I still go to like I'll be hanging out with, like my homegirl and stuff, and like you'll be chilling, and I was just like, hey, bro, like you lift, and he's like, yeah, bro, I appreciate you. And, like that literally happened, like true story. Like what was it, last Sunday? And we went to Pins, and like on the way to Pins, bro, like it was insane because like I don't know if you heard of the crash that happened over there on Woodlawn and Billy Graham.
Nah.
A cop car was flipped over.
Damn.
Taxi got fucked up, and another car got fucked up. And we saw that shit at like 12:30 ish.
At night or
At night.
Okay.
At night. And then
Charlotte drivers or something now. So
yeah, dude. And I think it was a cop car chase. And then we keep going towards Pins, and then we see a gang of cop cars out, bro. I'm talking like 10 plus. And I was like, and then we see people like standing outside, and I was like, there's a shooting. Like I have no doubt in my mind. And then I end up hearing it from someone else, like, yeah, there was a shooting at RSVP. And I was like, yep. Makes sense.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
It's because RSVP isn't kind of like.
That's pretty kind of. I have a feeling like it's kind of ghetto.
It's like the ghetto, but then there's like this like really nice spot.
Yeah.
So it's like mixed in a lot.
And then at first we went to Slingshot, and I was like, I kind of don't like the vibe here in Slingshot. There was like, because it was, no, I think it was Saturday because it was the night of the fight, and I think that's why it was so hot, bro. Because everybody was out there trying to find some place to watch it because they wasn't trying to pay the pay-per-view. And hey, I respect it, bro. I stood up in Twin Peaks watching it, didn't sit down. We were watching like all the prelims, like the co-main event outside of Twin Peaks, like sitting down like through the windows.
For real?
Yeah, and then we were just like, fuck it, bro. Let's just go walk like inside and just stand. And we just stood and watched it, bro. And then
no drinks, no nothing.
no drinks, no nothing, bro.
Oh, come on.
But like I was with my nephew, his girlfriend, and another friend, her roommate.
Yeah.
So they couldn't really drink. So,
Oh, okay, they're younger.
I was the only one like of age. So
Man, she got fucked up then. More reason to.
But I was driving, so
Oh, they could have driven you home. Fuck that.
Facts. And I was like, I don't know, man. Just alcohol and car keys kind of do something to me.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, don't ever do it, boys.
No, don't do that. But yeah, so like it was kind of hot outside, but then we ended up going to Pins because I don't know, Pins is just a chill spot. I don't ever feel like
Pins is the bowling place, right?
yeah, they have mini bowling and then they have that massive arcade in the back.
Ah, yeah. I like the bathrooms
The
at
bathroom?
Pins.
Oh, cause why? Because it has the sinks all in the front.
Not that. It's just I don't know. Whenever I walk into that restroom, it's like a vibe inside that restroom. Every other restroom is in like any other club I've gone to or any other place is just like a restroom.
Yeah, sure.
But that Pins restroom is like I'm like, what the fuck is this? I feel like it's just the setup is so weird, and then you actually go pee, and it's like I feel like relaxed, more relaxed than in any other restroom.
I think that's just the vibe of Pins, bro. Cause like Pins is just chill.
I love the drinks there too. There.
Yeah, they have everything. They have these on fucking tap. So I'm just like, cool, bro. That's all I need. And then like, dude, that brings me to another point. In Japan, the restroom, everything is clean, or like the majority, because I've definitely been in some dirty ass bathrooms in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, it feels like home. But the majority, bro, clean as fuck. Clean as fuck. Was never sketched out to use a bathroom unless like you knew like as soon as you walk in it was dirty. But like I was never sketched out to use a bathroom in Japan.
But someone was telling me that also because Japan, like in Japan, like the culture is different. It's like
A lot different.
It's like everybody is an individual in itself, and everybody respects like themselves, and even respects everybody else a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
To where like I would imagine then that people actually pick up after themselves.
Mm-hmm. It's just like cause they're big on you know how they have like out here like recyclable and like all this other shit, but out here people don't give a fuck. They just throw it in.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
A bag's a bag. It'll get separated at some point. Out there, bro, like nah, like sometimes McDonald's, bro, like a McDonald's clean. The food is way better. The portions are smaller, but like you can just order more and be even like more satisfied. And then they have like two separate. And it's kind of like a no brainer. You kind of like feel bad not doing it because you're just like, and you just separate it and you go about your day. And then sometimes they'll come up to you and they'll take your tray and throw it away for you. Yeah.
Meseros at McDonald's?
They're not meseros necessarily. They're just workers. Like they'll be like behind, but like it won't be like too busy. So they're just like cleaning and shit. They see you get up and it's not all the time that it happens, but like
Yeah.
they'll come up and they'll grab it and they'll throw it away for
What's
you.
the weirdest shit McDonald's sells over there?
The weirdest shit.
Is it something with taro? What's that?
I don't know what that is. I would say the shrimp burger at like the regular menu. They have a shrimp burger.
A shrimp burger?
Yeah, shit's gas. It's like a shrimp fillet. It's like a whole bunch
A
of
shrimp fillet?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a whole bunch of shrimp, like in
kind
a
of. It's
fillet?
not like machucalo, but like it's kind of machucalo. So it's just like any other shrimp burger. You just kind of like cut it up, and then then they like deep fry it or whatever, and then just slap it on some sauce, lettuce, and a bun.
Is it like on the McChicken bun or the cheeseburger bun?
So out there, they don't have a McChicken. They don't have a McChicken. Most of their buns are like seeded, unless it's like
Dang,
breakfast.
the good type then
Yeah,
too.
dude, like you would taste the difference. And then over there they have this like it's called BAI. It's this essentially they give you like double the patties. So like a big bag will have 4 patties, and I would fuck them shits up faithfully, bro. But like the burger would be like this big, like no shit. Versus like a Big Mac out here is like kind of like this. It's not too big, but like it's enough.
Yeah, but I feel like even here, a lot of things are big just because of like all the hormones that they put. Like
Yeah.
they make it look big, but it's like shittier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of shittier quality. And then out here, like everything out there, bro, a large is like less than a medium over here, bro. Like just a little bit less than a medium. And like everything here is supersized, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
a large, like at a Burger King or McDonald's, is this fat ass cup.
Mm-hmm.
Out there, a large is like no shit, like a medium, bro. And a small is a kid's cup.
For real. That's why there's a lot less obesity over there.
Yeah, bro. And then like not even that, bro. Like a lot of their food is healthier, like a lot of it. Like you see like a lot of Asians, like They're just a lot healthier than Americans, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And like especially elderly Japanese people, bro, they live to like 100 plus, just because they're healthier, bro. And a lot of people out there, bro, they run, they bike. People bike to work in suits. They a lot of people run. They do a lot, bro. A lot. A lot of them are like outside, but like out there, it's kind of like it's
I
kind of
started taking
weird.
my bike to work.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Didn't pay me. But out there, a lot of shit closes earlier. Like so, like past 8, it's kind of like a struggle to find some shit that's open. Like when it comes to like restaurants or stores.
Yeah.
It's usually when they close shit versus like out here like 10 they close shit.
But they open things there early too.
Depends on where you go. Like restaurants, kind of they open up at 10, and always kind of piss or 10 or 11. It always pissed me off because I get off work and I'm like, man, I'm fucking hungry. Like I'm trying to go get like some Indian food or some ramen, and like you go and it's closed, and it doesn't open until like 10 or 11. I'm just like,
They sell Indian food. Like how's the flavor of Indian food in Japan?
bro, it's gas. They have a lot of Indian people out there.
Oh
A
really?
lot of Indian people, Nigerians, Brazilians, Peruvians. Bro, she's crazy. You would never expect it,
Yeah, yeah.
especially in Tokyo, bro. Them Nigerians out there crazy, bro.
Why?
And then like the escort girls, that's a thing. Like out there, like the massage girls, like happy ending. That's a thing. It's
It's just like out there.
like in the big cities, bro. Like in Tokyo, I remember the first time I went, bro. Like they'd come up to you and no shit.
That fucking laugh. That was. Okay, yeah.
Bro, like they'd come up to you and they grab you, bro. Like
Oh, hell
shit,
no.
no shit. They'd be like, "Happy ending massage, like only
Bruh.
3,000 yen." Like,
Oh my
and then sometimes, bro, they come up and they grab your dick.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, and they I'm pretty sure they did that to me, and I was just like, "Hey, yo, like,
hey, chill out.
And then, like my homie at some point, cause they rampant out there, bro. And like,
Damn.
especially during the holidays, bro, they out there hustling, bro.
Bro.
They out
You
there
gotta
trying
get
to
them
the
presents.
bag, bro. And they're like, my homie was like, hey, bro, he had a deep ass voice. I called him Mario because he had a thick ass mustache and he low shit and like looked like Mario to me at least. And I was the only one he let call him that. Anybody else would be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And like, he was like, hey, bro, like, if any of them come up to you, like, tell them I'm your boyfriend. Tell them you're gay. I'll act like your boyfriend. And like, someone could like, nah, I'm gay. Like, this is my boyfriend. He come up and he grabbed my arm. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, he's gay. Some of them, bro, they be persistent. Like, yeah, we got men too. That shit was hilarious, bro.
But wait, so they just lined up on the streets, like ready for you, or like?
Yes, bro. Oh my god, bro. The first time I went to Tokyo, like, so we went to this one bar, right? So we were trying to go to this Latin spot out there. We waited for a friend. She took forever, bro. So it was like, fuck it, bro. Let's just go to a shot bar. Had like a shot or two, and I was like, I had some homies at this bar called Jumanji.
How far do they like let it be open in Tokyo?
Oh no, that shit don't close until everybody leave, like the clubs and shit. Bro, I remember I'd come out of clubs 8 a.m. Sun's up, crows calling, everything. Bro, like,
Fucking
and I
nice,
get
yeah.
mad because shit closes at 2 a.m. here, and I'm like, bro, I'm bored.
Yeah,
Like,
over here, yeah.
But
You're
like,
bored
I heard
quick.
in Miami, like, it's different though. Like, they do that shit.
Yeah, yeah. In Miami, part 6,
Yeah.
everything still open.
So like, I remember I went to Jumanji to scope it out because my homie told me it was a happy hour, and this was New Year's Eve or the New Year's Day, my bad. And he was like, "Yo, you pay like 1,000 to get in, you get free drinks from like
1,000 yen.
so it's like $7."
What?
Yeah.
They better not give me no shitty alcohol.
Yeah. No, bro, it's like you get a screwdriver, you get Hennessy and cranberry, it's mixed drinks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like you go there, it's like Tito's, Jose, bro. Like out there, bro, like it's a struggle to get like good tequila because like out there they have the cheapest tequila is like Jose Gold. So like at some point, I took so many of those shots that they don't even faze me anymore, bro. I don't make cara de asco, nada. I just take a shot and I'm just like, next.
The fine ones are here then.
Yeah.
Patron and all that.
So like I go over there, bro, and I get in, 1,000 cool. It was like 10-ish something because he told me it started from 10 to something.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, he's like, hey, bro, it starts from 7 p.m. to midnight, the happy hour. I go and I'm like, this ain't got to be true, bro. Like I go up, Like, cool. Let me get a screwdriver. She was like, cool. Boom, boom. Gives it to me. I'm like, how much is it? Nah, it's free. I immediately pull out my phone and text the chat. There's free drinks here at Jumanji. Pull up. They're like, we're on our way. And so, like, when they pull up, slowly but surely, it starts to get packed. And like, I'd go in line, I'd get two, and I'd double fist, and I'd cut. And like my friends, they'd be like, get over here. They go, and I'm over here getting fucked up, bro. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go say hi to a friend at a different club. So I go, I get out. I'm walking by myself, bro. And I've never seen so many heads turn towards me and like stalking me, bro. Cause like I turned the one corner into the street, boom. All them bitches were out there like, you want a massage? You want a massage? I'm like, bro, like,
And you're
nah,
drunk too.
bro. Like,
Dude,
I wasn't
bad
that
idea.
drunk. I wasn't that drunk, but I was buzzed. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of my face.
Dang.
So I go to the club. I meet up with my friend, take a picture. I leave. Same shit.
You got to
Same shit.
cross that path again?
Yeah, I got to cross that path to go back. And like,
nah, you did it. You just want the Nigerian girls.
relax. So I remember like and there was a Wendy's that was open, like outdoor open, and there was a whole bunch of Americans there. So I'm like, bet, watch this. So I go, and she's like, you want a massage? I'm like, I yell loud as fuck. Unless you're going to suck my dick for free around the corner, I don't want it, bro. And she was like, okay. And I was like, you dirty bitch.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, bet, what's up? I called her bluff, and she was like, no. And I was like, all right, then. So I like left. I go back to the club, and I proceed to get fucked up, bro. I drank all night that night, bro.
Jumanji. It's in Tokyo?
Yeah. It's in Roppongi.
Okay, I have no idea, but it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds like,
dude, if you
it
ever
sounds
get
like I can drink from 7 to 12. Fuck that. I'm going.
yeah, dude, like if you ever get a chance, the thing I hate about Tokyo is that it's a big fucking city,
Yeah.
and you need to use public transportation, like, because there's Shibuya, there's Shinjuku, and Roppongi,
Yeah.
and those are the like big like partying spots out there. Versus like Osaka, there's one big ass like Dotonbori. That's the heart of Osaka. That's where you can go and like. You can go and get fucked up and you don't even have to walk that far. Like, at most you walk is like 10-ish minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember for my birthday, bro, I got wasted, bro. I don't even remember.
Damn.
And I remember getting there. I remember because we got a table and then I was celebrating my birthday a week before. And they had my face on the billboard. I said, welcome, Mr. Jonathan. I was like, let's go.
Dang.
And then everybody on like GP like turned their heads towards me and everybody was talking to me, bro. Everybody. And like...
Because you were balling.
Yeah, like it was just me and like a fat ass group of my friends, and then like out here, bro, it's outrageous to get a table. It's like you don't spend less than $1,000 to hold that table. Out there, bro, my homie ended up covering. I paid him back. It was like $872.
But you had like a night of like.
Yeah, they had a ball because we had 2 bottles of champagne.
Damn.
Like 3 bottles of Hennessy.
What?
Mm-hmm. And so like. We pop the first bottle of champagne. We like pour up. We cheers. I drink, like I take a sip, and then my Henny. I don't even know why I do it.
Henny is disgusting. Dude.
No, I love Hennessy. Don't get me wrong.
It's disgusting.
Henny is my shit.
Whoever likes Hennessy, it's like.
I used to be like that, but like
I don't know what type of taste buds you be having.
My homies, bro, it just be like, because I remember my homies, they'd be like, yo, John, they'd already be like kind of buzzy, like, yo, John, take a shot. And I was like, bro, I don't drink dark. He's like, for real, bro, you finna do that to me? All right, bro. I'm like, all right, bro, give me the fucking bottle, shut the fuck up. And I take a shot. Slowly but surely, started turning like water, bro.
It just gets to you, huh? Yeah.
So like, we popped the bottle of champagne. I had the glass of champagne in this hand, and I have the whole Henny bottle with the spout in this hand. I'm like, I pour it in my champagne, bro, and I go, fuck it. And I drink it, and I'm like, this is the most disgusting shit I have ever drank in my life. But I'm going to drink it. And apparently I did that 3 more fucking times.
That's nasty.
And I don't remember shit, but the freaking trips to the bathroom back and forth to go throw up, bro. It was
Dang.
bad, bro. And like,
But wait, so they had your face on the billboard. So
yeah, because I,
like was everybody like? Did you start inviting people to your section?
so I knew one of the promoters from the previous time that I went to that location, but they opened up a new location, and I
Yeah.
went a couple more times, and he recognized me. He hooked me up with free drinks, all those for the entire night, that for the entirety that I was at that club, like before my birthday. And so he hooked me up. He was like, "Send me a picture that you want, and we'll put it up on the billboard." And I was like, "Say
Right,
less, bro."
dang.
And I'll be putting people onto him because, like, bro, say you're his guest, you'll get a discount, and he'll probably, if he's working the bar, you get free drinks. And then, dude's won like promoter of the year at like awards and shit.
Over
So
there,
yeah, dude's like massive.
you've been
And
putting
so,
him on then.
huh?
You got to tell him to come on.
Yeah, I got you, bro. And so like, what was oh. Like I don't remember shit. Apparently, I got a lap dance from one of the go-go dancers that was out there because they have go-go dancers and
Oh hell yeah.
like a couple bitches came up. I took a picture. I think I do remember that. Met some other folks, like took pictures and all that shit.
Dude,
The
that's
promoter got me a lap dance, and I was like, I wish I could have remembered that.
Yeah.
It was just,
Dang.
bro, so many crazy
Dang,
stories, bro.
dude. Yeah, your Japan experience and the whole thing going with Navy. Then it was a blessing in disguise. Do you have anything like before we cut it out? Like, do you have anything that you want to like come back to or that you think is important to say before we cut it off?
Just live your life, bro, because it's your life. That's what I tell everybody this, and I preach it all the fucking times, because, like, you never know, like, when you're gone. And when you're gone, that's kind of it. Like, live your life. And I'm not saying, like, live it like it's going to be your last day. Like, obviously, you're going to have bad days, but, you know, try not to. If you're in a city situation, try to laugh about it. Because that's what happened, like, in the Marine Corps. You'd be, like, I would work in the pissing rain, and we'd be like just all grumpy and shit. We get back to the shop and laugh about it, or we'd like laugh about it in the future. So like you could be in the shittiest of situations. It can, like you said, it can be worse, but that's not always an excuse of like being mopey or like whatever. It's just like take it how it is, take it on the chin, and keep moving forward, bro. It's only one day,
Yeah.
one day at a time, one step at a time.
And I thank you, Jonathan, for coming on. And
Hey man, I appreciate you having me.
hey, anyone that wants to listen to this story, check it out. And if you stayed this far, thank you. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll have Jonathan's handles on underneath if you want to follow him, and maybe make friends with him. Super friendly guy.
Yeah.
So like, bro, thank you again for coming on. And
I
like,
appreciate you having me, bro.
we're gonna chop it up again some other time.
Of course, bro. Like I said, we gotta have that party. Cause like I couldn't do it, bro. I ended up not getting paid because I lost 2 bulletproof plates and
Dang.
$625 a pop.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't record the party. But next time, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
So hey, thank you. Comment, like, subscribe, and check you out on the next one.
See you guys.